Hello, I'm Tiffany Green, broker with Excel Realty Group. The decision to sell your home is dependent on many factors. Whatever your reasons for selling, my proven effective marketing plans will ensure you the highest possible price for your home. I guarantee to provide you with professional, ethical, and confidential service and keep you well informed every step of the way. Call me at 478-279-2009, or you may email me at tiffanygreen421@gmail.com. Let's get started today.
Tax season is here, and Jackson's Income Tax Service is open and ready to serve you. We've started processing tax returns now, so don't delay. Come in today and get your taxes done and out of the way. Yes, you can come in with your last check stub for an estimate or get your return completely processed with your year-end W-2s and other tax documents. The season is here, and we look forward to doing business with you. We can be reached year-round at 610 North Church Street, right here in downtown Dublin. Open from 9 to 5 Monday through Friday. Call us at 272-8681. Jackson's Income Tax Service, established in 1987, providing quality customer service and maintaining an ethical and professional tax practice.
Come to Jackson's Income Tax Service, where experience makes the difference.
Ladies and gentlemen, I tell you, you have witnessed such an amazing treat sponsored by the Dublin Lawrence Arts Council. Patricia, I mean, this has been amazing.
Truly.
This has been amazing. Tell us about, the whole process of getting them here and what this really means for the city of Dublin Lawrence County.
Well, to fill a program, to fill a year with events, I like to think of programs that will appeal to everybody.
Right.
And so Morehouse Glee Club was at the top of my list.
Yeah.
And I called and I got Dr. Morrow on the phone, the director, and he said, yes, we'd be glad to come to Dublin. And then we worked out a date, and here we are.
And is this their first time ever coming here, or have they been here many years back?
Couldn't say that.
Okay.
Don't know. We've lived here for 21 years, and it's the first time.
This is the first time you're saying it.
Yes.
All right, Cynthia, talk to us about what you do with the Arts Council and, in your own words, what this experience has been like for you.
I'm the current treasurer of the Dublin Lawrence Arts Council, so I'm the money person.
Right.
And as Patricia was saying, we work a whole year in advance getting our program set up and everything like that. And as far as the Morehouse Glee Club coming, it was just, I can't say enough positive things about it. It was just exciting to have the young men here, and they've just been a delight.
Yes.
And it was great to see the community support.
Yes, it was, to see all the smiling faces, and there's a lot of songbirds that were in that audience, and you two are two of them. Am I correct?
Well, we like to think so sometimes. I don't know.
And the timing of it, of having during the Dublin Lawrence Black History Festival of events, so this has been magnificent. And to see these young people, for you being in the arts, what is it like for you as artists to see these young people at this age with the precision, with the discipline, and with the giftings that they have to perform how they did today?
We hear so many negative comments on the television about young people. This group wipes all that out.
Yeah, it does.
I don't know any other word to describe this group other than impeccable.
Absolutely.
Their deportment, their singing, their carriage, the way they speak, the way they present themselves, impeccable. And I think that has a lot to say for their director, and for the school, and for our state.
Yes, it does. It says a lot about it.
I found what was interesting too is when they were telling a little bit about the Glee Club, none of these boys get credit for being in the Glee Club. This was all on their own time. And, those of us have been a long time since we've been in education at that level, that how much time that kids have to just enjoy themselves, and rather than being on phones and gaming and whatever, they're doing something like this that just brings joy to so many people. It's just been tremendous.
It was magnificent, I would say, and just to see the vocal control, the enunciation of words, so it was those little bitty things, and how it's expounded,
and the pitch, and the excitement, and the percussion,
everything.
It was just
made you want to get up and dance.
Yes, it did. It was beautiful.
It was a wonderful concert.
Well, we are so thankful for the Dublin Lawrence Arts Council for all that you do, all that you bring to the community. And thank you for the Morehouse Glee Club.
Well, you're welcome. And I'm hoping we can get them again here and another season pretty soon.
And what's interesting, one of the older patrons, she said, every kid in every school in this city needs to witness this.
We do try to plan some of our programs where the artists that do come do give educational programs, or we bring like the 4th and 5th graders in during the school hours to witness like the Atlanta Opera and things like that. They get to be a part of it and be exposed to something other than what we might think of what kids might listening to.
And to be able to be exposed to this at an early age.
Yes.
That's exactly right, because music is a lifelong endeavor.
It really is. And we've got so many talented young people here in Dublin, and I saw some of them that were able to witness this today, and I believe that they took something home away
We hope so.
with this. I can do that.
Yeah.
So thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Patricia and Cynthia, thank you. Dublin Lawrence Arts Council.
For your tax return this year, call the reliable tax professionals at C&L Tax and Accounting Service.
Hi, I'm Brenda Chain. Come see us this year at C&L Tax and Accounting, where you can get your maximum refund.
Brenda Chain and her staff are trusted income tax preparers who take the time to give you good quality tax advice. C&L Tax and Accounting Service is located on Madison Street in Dublin.
Perhaps one of Morehouse College's most famous graduates is Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. And last year was the commemoration, some said celebration, and I was strangely annoyed by that, of the 50th anniversary of his demise, his death. We know that the person died, but the dream did not. And as a result, we took last year to sing pieces like the next one you're going to hear, in his memory and in celebration of the life he lived. We shall overcome.
program is brought to you in part by Services by Dudley, established in 1922. Dudley Funeral Home, Dudley Memorial Cemetery. For more information, log on to servicesbydudley.com, call 272-5511, or visit Dudley Funeral Home.
You know, ladies and gentlemen, it's important to meet the masterminds, the brainchilds behind the Morehouse Glee Club. We've got Dr. David Morrow with us. Dr. Morrow, outstanding.
Thank you very much. Our
Please
pleasure.
tell us a little bit about your story to how you got to where you are today.
Well, I'm actually a Morehouse College graduate, class of 1980. I sang in the Glee Club, was a company student director, left Morehouse to do a master's degree at the University of Michigan. Dr. Willem was kind enough to call me back to be his assistant for 6 years.
Nice.
He passed away and I took over the Glee Club after that.
And how long has this been you've been the director?
30-some.
When did you start? When you were 5?
5, good for you, thank you very much.
You know, and then you've got this young man here that's turning out to be a protege, it seems. Please introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about your background.
Yes, so my name is Julian Carter. I'm a junior computer science major from Bowie, Maryland.
Nice.
Yes, yes.
Keep going.
Yes, well,
We're listening.
This is my 3rd year in the Glee Club. My 3rd year in the Glee Club. I've only been president since last May, so the May of 2018.
Right.
This is actually my first time singing in a choir as well. Yes.
So when you were a little boy, were you singing then?
I was singing around the house.
Around
I was
the
singing in the
house.
shower.
In the shower.
I was singing in the shower.
And so what gave you the courage?
You know, honestly, so we have something in Morehouse called NSO, which is really just our orientation week for the freshmen. And there's an event there, and the Glee Club comes and sings every year.
Yeah.
And they sang a song called "The Word Was God," and it just shook my soul so
Yes,
much that I just had to audition. You know.
Oh
so
my
I
gosh.
Just, yeah.
And just to see you all on stage. Perfection.
Thank you.
Well,
Tell us about the process. So you've got how many young men a part of the Glee Club?
About 53 or so.
And what is the process? What is the process to be a part of this organization?
Well, they have to audition with me. I tell people all the time that it's easier to get in than to stay in because of the schedule. But as long as they have the talent to sing, we have some who have sung all their lives.
Right.
Some have gone to Europe to sing as in their high schools, and some whose only singing experience has been in the shower. And they just come together and they help each other, and it works out that way. So we rehearse 4 days a week and try to get all this music together.
And then there's a lot of traveling that's involved.
There is a lot of traveling. In fact, we're getting ready for a 2-week tour coming up, where we'll go up through Ohio, through New York State, over to Boston, and down to D.C.
Wow. Does it ever get old for you, Dr. Morrow?
No, there's always something new and different each time.
Each time.
Yeah, every time.
And all right, young man, as the president, okay, so to whom much is given, much is required for you.
Yes, ma'am.
To be in this position that you're in, do you ever feel any sense of pressure for you to perform yourself?
Absolutely, absolutely. The Glee Club is going into its 108th year of existence. So you definitely feel the pressure of the legacy. You know, there are a lot of alumni coming through, you know, through our rehearsals and everything. It's a lot to live up to, but, you know, we're just working hard.
You're working
just
hard.
working very hard.
How do you balance your schedule?
Well,
I mean, is that an easy task for you? I mean, because when you think about college students, which is what you all are, your schedules are rigorous. And then to add this to that pot, you have to be able to balance so many different things. How easy is that for you, or how difficult is it for you?
Well, I have the benefit because I joined the Glee Club in the orientation week of my freshman year. I've had the luxury of kind of forming my schedule around it.
Right.
But, you know, on top of that, when you're in college, you generally have a lot of blocks of free time throughout your day. So you might have, you know, a 2-hour break between your classes between 12 and 2. So you just need to make use of the time that you have.
There it is. So you don't procrastinate with things.
You cannot. You cannot and expect to succeed.
That's right. Now, Dr. Morrow, now do you run a tight ship?
I do. That's what I grew up with in terms of the Glee Club. Dr. Whalen ran a type ship. His predecessor, Mr. Kemper Harold, ran a type ship when it was founded in 1911. So I've kept that legacy. Yeah, it's the discipline of learning music is important if you're going to be sincere about it.
Absolutely.
And so, you know, while it's entertaining and we can't look like we're struggling, we have to make sure that we do what we need to do for our audience and for ourselves, really.
I mean, it was beautiful because, of course, with the pride and the tradition of the Glee Club itself and the historical university that you're a part of, you know, as a black woman, seeing all of these young black men, seeing the songs that you sing, in the manner that you sing it, it makes me proud.
Well, thank you.
It makes me proud. And I know that's part of it as well because you want people to feel proud.
Absolutely.
And what message do you all want to get across to the people that witness what you do? Because you make it look so easy. You do. It's effortless.
Well, thank you.
You make it look easy, but there's a lot of children that are in school right now. They were in the audience watching you, and they have aspirations, they have dreams, they have goals. But sometimes in the situations they're in, the homes that they're in, they sometimes get very discouraged. So what word of comfort or encouragement do you want to give to those young people?
Well, I think they should remain positive, look for positive images, and if all else fails, look in the mirror and make that the positive image.
There it is.
And so that if they look in the mirror and they're satisfied with at Michael Jackson's song, The Man in the Mirror,
yes,
then we're in good shape.
We're in good shape. Young man, what about you?
Well, one thing I would like to say is that I don't want people to think that this is effortless. I think that when you say that it's effortless, that's when it can kind of get into discouraging territory. Because you think, you know, I need to put in all this effort, but someone else is just doing this naturally. You know, so I want you all to know that we do work hard. You know, we work hard for this, and you can get to where we are as well. You can get to where we are as well. I come from no musical experience, and here I am. I've traveled with the Glee Club. I'm the president now, you know. So anything's possible with a little bit of hard work.
Anything's possible. And, you know, by you making it look effortless, me as an artist, I know that it's not. Because it requires, you know, hard work. It requires that discipline in order for it to make it look easy.
Absolutely.
So that's part of accomplishing your goals.
Yes, absolutely.
So thank you so much, both of you. Dr. Morrow, well done. I mean, it was beautiful. We're so thankful that you were here in Dublin, Lawrence County.
Our pleasure.
To bring
Thank
us
you.
such class. Such class. And Julian, come on, darling. You started singing in the shower.
In the shower.
And now you are El Presidente.
Yes.
Of the Morehouse Glee Club.
Yes, ma'am.
Keep pushing, son.
Thank you so
Stay
much.
encouraged. Keep encouraging these young men to be better than what they think they can be.
Thank you so much.
All right, this is Julian and Dr. Morrow, ladies and gentlemen, Morehouse Glee Club.
Dublin Nissan brings innovation that excites. Your next new Nissan is waiting now.
All new for 2019, the 2019 Nissan Altima SR. Now up to $4,000 off MSRP. Also get up to $5,000 off MSRP or 0% financing available for the 2019 Rogue SV. Get the best savings on our award-winning lineup today.
Call, click, or come see us. Dublin Nissan, the only dealer you will ever need.
I'm Liz Wright, and I'm a local caterer doing social events. But when I need transportation, I can always depend on All American Transport Van Rentals for all my transportation needs. My family and I have used All American Transport Van Rentals for our family vacations. We travel all the way to New York City, and we had a great time. The service was reliable and dependable. We got an awesome price on the van rental, and we as a family traveled together and had a marvelous time.
Zacchaeus made haste, came down out of that sycamore tree. He received the Lord, welcome joyfully, and the light truly did see. What a better world, greater this a world truly would be, if we only would come down out of the sycamore tree. Then old Zacchaeus made haste, came down out of that sycamore tree. He received the Lord, welcome joyfully, and the light truly did see. What a better world, happy place, greater this a world truly would be, if we only would come down out of that sycamore tree.
If you're in the market for affordable transportation, come on in to Dublin Auto Sales. Getting to work, school, or around town every day requires dependable transportation, and that's what you'll find at Dublin Auto Sales. offering in-house financing too, so credit is never an issue. See Wayne Kemp or any of his friendly staff, Bill Topping, Alan Fields, TJ DeRochi, or Freddie Cook. Look for Dublin Auto Sales at 1705 Telfair Street and 406 North Jefferson, and also at 511 North Jefferson, where you'll find a great deal. Dublin Auto Sales, affordable transportation you can count on.
For your tax return this year, call the reliable tax professionals at C&L Tax and Accounting Service.
Hi, I'm Brenda Chang. Come see us this year at C&L Tax and Accounting, where you can get your maximum refund.
Brenda Chain and her staff are trusted income tax preparers who take the time to give you good quality tax advice. C&L Tax and Accounting Service is located on Madison Street in Dublin.
You know, this is your opportunity. You're meeting some of these young men here that are part of the Morehouse Glee Club, and you're finding out a little bit about their story and how they first started out. And we've got two more with us. Hello, gentlemen.
Hello, how are you?
Doing very well.
All right.
Listen, please share with us about you, who you are, where you're from,
Wow.
how you started.
Wow. Okay, I'm Jonathan Alvarado II. I'm a senior music major at Morehouse from Conyers, Georgia. I got started with the Glee Club, not with myself. My dad was actually a member of the Glee Club. He got to Morehouse in 1984, finished in with class of 90, and when he was in the Glee Club, he was student director, accompanist, chaplain, and so
You're
it's
following
just,
in your dad's
you know what I'm saying?
footsteps.
Yeah, so it's legacy for me. I love it.
And so how old were you first started singing? So singing has been in your household.
Yeah, singing's always been a part of the house. My parents are pastors, so I've always kind of sung unorganized at church and all that, but I didn't really start singing organized until I got to the Glee Club at Morehouse.
And here you are. How big a difference is that?
It was kind of a culture shock at first, yeah.
You know the check.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But it's been a great experience. It's been a great ride. I wouldn't trade it for anything in the world.
Oh, that's wonderful. I'm sure your parents are so proud of you.
I hope so.
All right, young man, share with us, please.
Well, I am Renshaw Jacquin, a senior biology major from Lithonia, Georgia, and I have the pleasure of serving as vice president this year of the Morehouse College Glee Club. Well, I started the Glee Club, first seen the Glee Club my 7th grade year of middle school, and then when I transitioned to high school, I was under the direction of Harding Epps, who was the interim director for the Glee Club, while Dr. David Marr was getting his doctorate degree, his doctoral degree in music. What was it, 85, 86? Or 95, somewhere around there.
Right. Don't worry about the dates if you can.
Okay. Well, the Glee Club has like this annual event called High School Day, which I was brought to for like my 4 years of high school, and I kind of fell in love with it.
Did you?
Yes. It was the passion, the singing, the brotherhood, the appearance.
Right.
Just what I wanted to join and what I wanted to be a part of.
And you know, it's so prestigious to see
definitely.
to see you all come in, and just the way you formulate and just the way you. It was lovely to see.
Oh, it was good to be a part of it.
Now, have you always been disciplined like that?
108 years worth of history with the Glee Club. You know, we just have a lot of traditions and stuff like that. One of the big things that got firmed up for the Glee Club under Dr. Whalum, who's our second director, was definitely the whole discipline piece.
Yeah,
and
for sure.
he used to go around, he's an alpha man, and he used to go around saying about our discipline levels and stuff the Glee Club is really the only real fraternity on Morehouse's campus and stuff like that. And so for an alpha man to say that, it was kind of significant. So it's always been something really that we pride ourselves on because we operate with what we call dispatch, and that's quickly, quietly, and efficiently. So everything that we do is supposed to serve a purpose. It's supposed to, you know, go unnoticed, be seen, not heard, those kinds of things. So.
Oh, we saw you.
Oh, yeah.
And for me, working in theater and the way you move, like the drums and the silent, and I'm like, wow. And with the greatest of ease.
Yeah.
So as vice president, what does that entail for you?
Well, as vice president, my main duty is to serve as sergeant at arms and parliamentarian for the Glee Club, so I'm really the people's president. So while Julian works for, Julian tends to the kind of the busy work, or not busy work, but the scut or the business behind the Glee Club, I work with the kind of interpersonal relationships that we kind of develop, and us kind of, you know, building our bonding together as well.
Do you guys consider yourselves a family, a brotherhood?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. These are my guys. We came in freshman year together, man.
Did you?
Yeah.
Now listen, you guys, you're traveling a lot. You've got a very rigorous schedule. Do you ever have time to just play?
Homecoming, Christmas Carol, you know.
Okay.
After tour, every day, after the concerts, we have our time to ourselves, and you know, so that is our time to play. We must work hard first, though.
Yes. Yes.
That's what I was always telling us. You know, when we play hard, and when we're working, we don't play at all. So it's just, you know, that ethos.
So what kind of words would you like to give to encourage some young man out there that is in high school or maybe in college and may consider being a part of the Glee Club? What kind of words do you want to say to encourage them?
People's president.
Well, I would say that don't look at the stigma behind black men singing in choirs,
Right.
but kind of focus on the music more than anything else.
Right, very good. Anything you'd like to add to that,
I
Preacher's
would,
kid?
You know, I would say don't shy away from legacy. I know for myself, it was rather difficult deciding to go to Morehouse because I knew my dad was such a giant. But because of his legacy and his mark at Morehouse, I've been able to come in and do some of the exact same things, serving as chaplain, student director, accompanist. So it's don't shy away from where the universe is kind of pushing you. Just follow where the wind blows.
Very good, and the wind is definitely blowing in your direction.
Yeah, definitely.
Thank you so
Definitely.
much, young men, for setting us standards for other ones to follow.
Thank you.
Thank you.
church roll on, my Lord. Let the church roll on, my Lord. Let the church roll on, my Lord. And let the church roll on, my Lord. 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 And let the church roll on, my Lord. There's a sister in the church, my Lord, and a skirt too short, my Lord. Tell me what you gonna do.
Take the scissors, clip their hammer.
And let the church roll on, my Lord. Church roll on, my Lord. Let the church roll on, my Lord. Let the church roll on, my Lord. And let the church roll on, my Lord. There's a deacon in the church, my Lord. And he drink too much, my Lord. Tell me what you gonna do.
Take the Bible, drink it up.
And let the church roll on, my Lord. 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 And let the church roll on, my Lord. There's a preacher in the church, my Lord. And he cussed too much, my Lord. Tell me what you're gonna do.
Take the Bible, kick him out.
And let the church roll on, my Lord. 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 And let the church roll on, my Lord. 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 And let the church roll on, my Lord. I'll never let you go in the still of the night. In the still of to keep your precious love. So before the light, hold me again with all of your might in the still of the night. In the still of the night. Shoo-ah, 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 oh, shoo-ah, 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 shoo-ah. So before the light, hold me again with all of your might in the still of the night. In the still of the night. In the still of the night.
I'm Liz Wright, and I'm a local caterer doing social events, but when I need transportation, I can always depend on All American Transport van rentals for all my transportation needs. My family and I have used All American Transport van rentals for our family vacations. We travel all the way to New York City, and we had a great time. The service was reliable and dependable. We got an awesome price on the van rental, and we as a family traveled together and had a marvelous time.
It is absolutely a pleasure to meet these young men and to hear their stories. We've got two more with us. Hi, gentlemen.
Hi, how are you?
Doing very well. Now, you guys were amazing.
Thank you.
You are amazing.
Thank you.
I kind of wanted to join you, but there was two problems. I'm a girl, and I can't sing.
Oh, anybody can sing. Anybody can sing.
And I can't sing. But to be able to witness what you all do was really beautiful to watch. We want to hear about you. Please share with us some things about you. Tell us where you're from. Tell us, how long you've been singing. If you're musicians, you play other instruments, please. We want to hear it. Are you ready, young man?
Sure.
All right.
So my name is Carrington White. I'm a freshman music major from Orlando, Florida. I've been a part of the Morehouse Glee Club for about a semester and a half now. So this is my first year here at this institution. I really do like being here. It is like another family. And I've been doing music for most of my life, but this is my first time here in a collegiate setting.
Now let me see. So the most of your life, how old were you when you first had developed this gift into singing?
I cannot tell, but from the stories of my mom, about 6 months.
So before you could formulate a word, you already had the
Yes, ma'am.
humming. What about you? Talk to us.
Yes, hi. My name is Devin Johnson, and I am from Mesquite, Texas. And I have been, and I'm a singer right now, so yes.
Wonderful. You're almost done.
I know, I am almost out of here. I'm out of here. But I have been I always say that music actually found me.
Yeah.
And so I've been singing in church for since I was 4 years old.
Right.
And I just, every time I got up there, I just enjoyed it and enjoyed it so much.
Wow.
And just, just doing the music and everything, it was just been just very beautiful. And now this is my senior year at Morehouse as a music major.
Is it kind of bittersweet for you?
It's bittersweet, but it'll be sadder if I didn't leave.
Right, right.
And so there's always a time for everything, divine timing.
Yeah,
There's
for
always
sure.
a time for everything.
For sure.
And if you are not in the timing, in the proper timing, it'll mess up the whole world.
Absolutely,
And
absolutely.
so I have to stay in the right timing. I have to stay in the
right.
right place because I need to find my other purpose.
That's right, your other purpose. That's
My
right.
purpose in life.
And so you, young man, now you're expected to really grow, right, from what you're doing. And you've only been here for a little while, right? What ways have you seen yourself change and evolve in just this little bit of time?
Well, I've seen myself change to be more open-minded about my choices musically.
Yeah.
Also open-minded about other people's backgrounds and where they come from, so I can be able to analyze them and also to confront them in a way that's respectable on both parts. And then I've also grown musically, so I've been expanding my repertoire. I've been getting better with my ear, and then being a part of this institution, it also helps to speed up the process so it can be more collegiate in a sense.
Right, right. And just some of the songs that you sing, your playlist, it's a lot different than what other young people might sing or listen to. In what ways have you had to adjust to sing the way that you do?
I have always, more background. So in high school, I was in choir, and so the repertoire that we do in Glee Club,
You've already been doing
I always have been doing it.
My Lord.
And so it's just, well, German was a little bit,
Right.
German and French was a little bit oh my God, oh my God, crazy, the language. But then, but once I started,
It's so funny.
I know.
Because you have people watching you, listening to you sing,
yes.
and they have to Google, what does that mean?
Right, Google.
And so, but no, I mean,
seriously.
it makes you, there's such a diversity, a cultural stretch for you all. So if you're from Florida, if you're from Georgia, if you're from Texas,
Yes, ma'am.
you don't speak German.
Right, exactly. And so it's just but if you really want, you just have to put in the work to do it.
Right, and you all are putting the work in.
And we have a director. that can help us and will help us at any time. And we have people in the Glee Club that will also help us too. And so that's why, you know, we said earlier, the Glee Club is a family.
It is a family. Now listen, what words do you want to leave to the people of Dublin Lawrence County? Because you all have definitely made your mark here in our little bitty city, and we're so glad that you have. What words do you want to leave with us?
So I would like to say, be inspired by what hasn't happened yet. Keep that hope and keep striving for your dreams.
Very good. Senior?
Yes. What I would say is music is alive and stay alive.
Yeah. Thank you.
Live on purpose.
That's right. And you guys are definitely living on purpose, and you're staying focused, and you're keeping your eye on the prize. And for that, we thank you. It was a pleasure, young man. Such a pleasure.
Hello, I'm Tiffany Green, broker with Excel Realty Group. The decision to sell your home is dependent on many factors. Whatever your reasons for selling, my proven effective marketing plans will ensure you the highest possible price for your home. I guarantee to provide you with professional, ethical, and confidential service and keep you well informed every step of the way. Call me at 478-279-2009, or you may email me at tiffanygreen421@gmail.com. Let's get started today.
Tax season is here, and Jackson's Income Tax Service is open and ready to serve you. We've started processing tax returns now, so don't delay. Come in today and get your taxes done and out of the way. Yes, you can come in with your last check stub for an estimate or get your return completely processed with your year-end W-2s and other tax documents. The season is here, and we look forward to doing business with you. We can be reached year-round at 610 North Church Street, right here in downtown Dublin. Open from 9 to 5 Monday through Friday. Call us at 272-8681. Jackson's Income Tax Service, established in 1987, providing quality customer service and maintaining an ethical and professional tax practice.
Come to Jackson's Income Tax Service, where experience makes the difference.
This has been such a wonderful, wonderful day, having the opportunity to meet these fabulous young men and to hear them on stage and to see them perform. It's been outstanding. We've got 4 more with us. They're going to close out the show with us. We're going to let them introduce themselves to you and tell a little bit about themselves. We'll start to my right. Hi, young man.
Hi, how are you? I am Miles Hooks, freshman music major from Dallas, Texas. Just a little bit about the Morehouse College Glee Club. It is a wonderful organization. I have made amazing brothers with these gentlemen, lovely gentlemen here. I love the Morehouse College Glee Club.
Very good. And how old were you when you first started singing?
How was I when I first started singing? I don't think I was old enough to start singing. I was actually 4 when I started singing, developing my musical craft. I also played the piano. Oh, nice. And so coming to the Morehouse College Glee Club, I wasn't really that indulged with the music, you know, anything. And so Morehouse has just really just shaped me and molded me into the person that I would love to be.
You've definitely integrated, haven't you? Yes, ma'am. All right, young man.
Hello, my name is Jalen Shaw. I'm a sophomore, business marketing major, business administration major with a concentration in marketing.
Oh, of course,
me. Right. I'm actually from Little Rock, Arkansas, and I've been in the Glee Club for the past 2 years now. I'm a sophomore. I've joined the Glee Club. I joined the Glee Club because I just love to sing. I've been singing for a very long time. Wow. I grew up in the church, so I used to sing in the church choir when I was young, and just continued to grow, and I just grew a passion for it, and I just feel as if my purpose is to be a part of the Morehouse Glee Club.
It's beautiful. Yes. You grew up in the church, so you all sung church songs.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
lot of differences from the diction that you have now.
Yes, it's completely different. And I'm still learning every day, trying to get my choral, you know, to get everything in order. And I'm just great to have Dr. Morrow to help me to get that.
Wonderful young man. All right, down here with the scarf.
Hello, everyone. My name is Elijah Dormius, a senior business administration major with a concentration in marketing and a minor in sales. Nice. And a little bit about myself. One, I'm from Harlem, New York. I started out actually plucking at the keys, so it's really funny. I never really knew how to play the piano, so I used to go on YouTube and draw these keys on a piece of paper, and then started like copying it.
Look at that. The stories here.
And then I told, so one Sunday I told my pastor, the drummer didn't come on time, so I told my pastor, yeah, I know how to play the drums. Yeah. So then I went on the drums and I started playing. Oh, wow. Messed up, of course, but then kept on doing it. And that really just it just awoke something in me.
Look at that.
So from then I've been singing in a choir, I've been playing the drums, the set, and then it ushered me along to the Morehouse College Glee Club. I was in the Harlem Vocal Ensemble in New York.
Wow, this is beautiful.
And so then from there, I auditioned for the Glee Club, and by God's good grace, I got into the Glee Club. Wow. And then I used the Glee Club as an outlet. Like when everything else is like going bad, you could say on campus, not a lot of things go bad, but I'm saying in my own personal life, using the music to actually streamline that out allows me to actually have better time to reflect on myself. Yes. And that's why I'm still in the Glee Club.
Oh my gosh, I'm so proud of you. Started with a YouTube video, a Sharpie, and a piece of paper.
Yeah.
Look at you. All right, bring it up the rear. Come on.
Hi, my name is D'Angelo Crosby, and I'm from Chicago, Illinois, and I'm a freshman with a business administration major and music being my minor. I've been singing ever since I was 3 years old, brought up in the church, also took singing in a more professional route.
Right.
And with that ended up at Morehouse, and was a different environment for me simply because, in the musical sense, simply because I was always used to singing in mixed choruses choir. And with it having TTBB, meaning all boys choir, I was able to actually create a connection with my brothers and bond more with the brotherhood and have a common goal such as music to produce and introduce to the world around us.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
That was your acceptance speech for your award. I
Right.
tell you, that was beautiful.
Thank you so
We are
much.
so proud of you, gentlemen. Thank you for sharing with us your stories, sharing with us, how you've started, where you're going, and where you're yet to go.
Yes.
We appreciate having you here in Dublin, Lawrence County. We feel honored to be in your presence, to hear you, to see you. It's magnificent. And we only wish nothing but success for you, okay? I mean, the sky is the limit. This is definitely a stepping stone for where God has you to go. And we are so proud to be witnessing some of it now.
This program is brought to you in part by Services by Dudley, established in 1922. Dudley Funeral Home, Dudley Memorial Cemetery. For more information, log on to servicesbydudley.com, call 272-5511, or visit Dudley Funeral Home.
Get on board, get on board.
Dublin Nissan brings innovation that excites. Your next new Nissan is waiting now.
All new for 2019, the 2019 Nissan Altima SR. Now up to $4,000 off MSRP. Also get up to $5,000 off MSRP or 0% financing available for the 2019 Rogue SV. Get the best savings on our award-winning lineup today.
Call, click, or come see us. Dublin Nissan, the only dealer you will ever need.
If you're in the market for affordable transportation, come on in to Dublin Auto Sales. Getting to work, school, or around town every day requires dependable transportation, and that's what you'll find at Dublin Auto Sales. Offering in-house financing too, so credit is never an issue. See Wayne Kemp or any of his friendly staff, Bill Topping, Alan Fields, TJ DeRochi, or Freddie Cook. Look for Dublin Auto Sales at 1705 Telfair Street and 406 North Jefferson, and also at 511 North Jefferson, where you'll find a great deal. Dublin Auto Sales, affordable transportation you can count on.
So we'll sing one more. But as my parents told me many times, be careful what you ask for. So we're going to start. My teacher, Wendell Whalen, said that the people who created, the Africans in America who created spirituals, nobody knew what they were going to be. that was started by somebody, they knew one that sounded like it, and they would join in. So, guess what? I'm going to see how true his statement